A student at the University of Kentucky in the US has been charged after her baby was found dead in her closet. Tragic case. 21-year-old arrested a cheerleader in Kentucky, and she was on the university cheerleading stunt team. The extent of her knowledge of the pregnancy is not clear, but that didn't stop our journalists at New Zealand Herald immediately going down the you-know-what track. Kentucky has a statewide abortion ban in place since 2022, prohibiting pregnancy termination, in other words, killing the unborn child, except when there is a risk of death or impairment to the pregnant person. Nope, New Zealand Herald, only women can get pregnant. There's a little fact check for the New Zealand Herald. Now, they then immediately go into the effect of abortion bans. And apparently, according to John Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, not health for the unborn child, the study found that abortion ban states, so where you ban abortion, they have a higher number of births than expected. Ha! Who would have thought that if you stop people killing the children in the womb, that you'll have more births? Yeah, I know, stunning stuff. And basically it goes down the whole track of, if only they didn't have abortion bans, this baby could have been killed in the womb instead of killed outside the womb. And then they talk about a lawsuit that was filed. And apparently the person who filed the lawsuit says that it forces pregnant people to carry their pregnancies to term and give birth. And apparently that carries a risk of death 14 times higher than abortion. Yes, apparently giving birth, the woman faces 14 times higher chance of death than having an abortion, which of course in 100% of cases kills the unborn child. Now, the problem for the New Zealand Herald is that they didn't think, which is fairly common, because it has now been revealed that, and this was just breaking this morning, that the Kentucky cheerleader listed motherhood as one of her life goals. This seems to affect the narrative. But the other problem with the narrative that the New Zealand Herald are pushing, in that if you have abortion bans, it forces babies to effectively be dumped as soon as they're born. The problem is that New Zealand completely destroys that argument, because we've had two recent cases. We had the one just recently in Albert Park where a newborn baby was found dead. And remember that one where a baby's body was found in a wheelie bin a couple of weeks before that. And New Zealand has one of the most liberal, extremist laws, abortion laws, thanks to Jacinda Ardern and the politicians, in the whole world. So it's still happening even with liberal abortion laws. This argument by the New Zealand Herald that it's all because of the abortion ban is just a complete myth. And the New Zealand Herald should hang their head in shame for this type of reporting.